This 13-acre property in Tennessee sits at the end of a quiet cul-de-sac. It has road access, mature trees, power, and high-speed fiber optic internet. The property is located in northwest Tennessee. This video was produced in October of 2024 after the devastating Hurricane Helene caused tremendous damage in Florida, Alabama, Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee, and Virginia. Our thoughts and prayers are with the millions of people affected by Hurricane Helene. We've received some questions from people asking if the properties in Freedom Ridge, where this 13-acre tract is located, were affected by Hurricane Helene. The answer to this question is no, they were not affected by the hurricane. Hurricane Helene impacted eastern Tennessee, and Freedom Ridge is located in northwestern Tennessee. These properties sit atop a ridge, hence the name Freedom Ridge. This allows for water to drain off the land from the higher elevation points along the roads. This is a map of Freedom Ridge. The 13-acre tract is Lot 25, which is right here at the north end of Freedom Ridge, and it's at the end of a cul-de-sac. This map shows all 42 Freedom Ridge lots. Red indicates sold, purple is a pending sale, and green is available. As of this recording, 23 of the lots are already sold. There's one pending sale and 18 lots available, including lot 25 that we're looking at in this video. On this map, we're going to go to the map legend, click on overlays, and turn on the contour lines. And then we can zoom in a little closer to see the topography of the land. The numbers that you see indicate the elevation of that line. The high elevation line on this property is 620 feet. And as you follow that line and it winds throughout here, everywhere that line appears is approximately 620 feet elevation. If we look to the southeast, there you can see the 620 feet elevation line again. There it appears here as well, almost running along the path of the road. And there you see it here again as well. And then if we look at some of the low elevation points, that would be at what we could call the end of the property. And that end would vary based on the orientation of the lot. But if we just take lot 25, for example, and you look down here at the lowest elevation line that intersects the property, it is 480 feet along that northern point and this eastern facing point. And that topography provides natural drainage for water to naturally flow off the property from those high elevation points. The slope topography is also a nice attribute for developing properties with large decks off the back, walkout lower levels or basements. It's also great for privacy and provides an opportunity for more expansive views. This land has no restrictions. There is no HOA. There are no HOA fees. And with no restrictions, you have the freedom to utilize the land as you see fit. This could include building your dream home or a family compound consisting of multiple homes or cabins. You can have accessory buildings, casitas, gardens, greenhouses, RV pads, or nearly anything else you can imagine. Barn dominiums are a highly requested option. You can also go the tiny route with a cabin, shipping container home, tiny home, or yurt. Then there is the RV option. You can live in an RV as long as you like, or use the property recreationally and do something simple like pitch a tent. If we zoom out a little bit from Freedom Ridge and look over here to the west, this is the Cumberland River and the Cross Creeks National Wildlife Refuge. There's a public boat launch less than 6 miles from Freedom Ridge that provides access to the Cumberland River. The Cumberland River winds through Tennessee and also flows through Clarksville. Clarksville is only a 30-minute drive from Freedom Ridge. It is the 5th largest city in the entire state of Tennessee, with a population over 170,000. In Clarksville, you will find a hospital, Home Depot, Lowe's, Sam's Club, Target, multiple grocery stores, Walmart. Northwest of Clarksville is Fort Campbell. Fort Campbell supports the 4th largest military population in the Army and 7th largest in the entire Department of Defense. It is also home to the Screaming Eagles of the 101st Airborne Division. The Cumberland River continues south through Nashville. Downtown Nashville is only 77 miles from the property, about an hour-and-a-half drive. Nashville is one of the fastest growing cities in the United States, and there's an international airport in Nashville with direct flights from most major cities. If we go back to the map of Freedom Ridge for a moment, I want to call your attention to these blue icons. These indicate that a water well is on the property. The Freedom Ridge team had 4 water wells drilled in different locations throughout the subdivision to show the availability of water. And this is what the owner of the water well drilling company had to say about Freedom Ridge.
Well, I was kind of born into the water well drilling business. We drill a lot of wells in western Kentucky, middle Tennessee. Today we're in Indian Mound, Tennessee at Freedom Ridge subdivision, drilling wells for potential customers and customers that's already bought lots in here. And I would say over the years, we probably have 4,000 to 5,000 water wells in the ground from western Kentucky to southern Illinois to middle Tennessee. So here at Freedom Ridge in Indian Mound, Tennessee, we have drilled many wells here, and the depths range from 180 to as deep as 340. It seems like each lot has its own personality. You really never know where you're going to hit the water, but it's usually in that range. It's coming out of a limestone formation, and it seems to be really good water. As far as how many wells we've drilled here on Freedom Ridge, I'm on my 4th right here. On this same ridge, the very next subdivision, I've probably drilled a dozen wells over there. So I'd say I'm probably 14 to 18 wells on this same ridge, and as far as I know, they're all very good wells. Right here in Freedom Ridge subdivision, every well has cleaned up nicely. There's no odor.
If you had one piece of advice you could give someone looking to purchase land in Tennessee and eventually install a water well, what would this advice be?
Well, number one, I would probably have to call Landio. I mean, they've got this beautiful property here. It's one of the prettiest places I've been to drill water wells. I would definitely have to give them a shout. And when you do finally choose the lot that you want, call me up. I'll come out and meet you. We'll look it over. I'll give you my ideas. I'll listen to where you're wanting to put the house and put all that information together and get you a good water well. Land is opportunity out here. It's just amazing out here.
There's also an abundance of publicly accessible land within a short drive from Freedom Ridge where you can enjoy fishing, boating, water sports, hiking, mountain biking, hunting, and wildlife viewing. One of these is the Land Between the Lakes National Recreation Area, which is only 26 miles from Freedom Ridge. The Land Between the Lakes consists of 170,000 acres of forest and open lands. This includes 300 miles of undeveloped shoreline, 200 miles of paved roads, and 500 miles of trails. This 13.8 acre property in Tennessee is priced at $189,997, and you'll find all the details at freedomridge.com. This is a standalone website dedicated to Freedom Ridge. Once you are on the home page, click Available Lots. Here you can see all 42 lots. If you scroll down to Lot 25, click on Lot 25 and that will take you into the property details page. There are over 100 images of the property in the surrounding area. To view those images, click the full screen icon, then the grid icon. This will allow you to view all of these images in the grid format. And here we have the interactive map. This is of just Lot 25. Whereas the other map we were looking at had the entire Freedom Ridge subdivision. If you'd like to have the map with the full Freedom Ridge subdivision, scroll down below the images, and here there's a link that says View the interactive map showing all 42 lots. And that will take you to this map that we were looking at earlier in the video. Continue scrolling down to the description, you'll find a bunch of additional information. The property taxes are $1,380 a year for the entire 13.8 acre property. And again, there's no HOA or HOA fees. Continue scrolling down and you'll find the distances to nearby points of interest and links where you can find more information about those locations. And here are the GPS coordinates and links where you can open those on a Google map. The Freedom Ridge team has enabled you to secure this property with a simple $499 deposit by using this red Buy Now button. This $499 deposit secures the property for you and is credited towards your purchase. To secure the property, press this red Buy Now button, and this will add the $499 deposit to your cart. Then click Checkout. Once you click Checkout, this window appears where you enter all your contact and payment information, and then click Pay Now. Once that payment has been completed, you'll receive an email confirming receipt of your deposit and instructions on the next steps. A common question people have is in regards to financing. The Freedom Ridge team has a list of lenders that have the ability to finance your purchase of a lot in Freedom Ridge. There are also options where you could potentially do a land and construction loan simultaneously. To obtain that list of lenders, answer any questions you may have, or guide you through the purchase process, please contact the Freedom Ridge team directly. Their number is 615-375-0245. And that number does receive calls and text messages. Again, that number is 615-375-0245. And again, our thoughts and prayers are with the families affected by Hurricane Helene. We pray that God comforts them, protects them, and restores them. As devastating as that event has been, it is very inspiring to see the nation united and supporting one another through volunteerism that has saved countless lives. On behalf of myself, my family, the team here at Landio, and the entire Freedom Ridge team, we sincerely appreciate you taking the time to watch this video and ask that you help us make the dream of land ownership come true for more people by sharing our website, our properties, and our videos with everyone that you know. Thank you, and God bless.
Lord! LANDIO.com.